Welcome back. So in this lecture, we're going to learn about list interface more in details. So what is list interface? The list interface is a part of the java.util package, and it represents an order of collection, also known as a sequence. The order follows an indexing system. It's like an array, right? So what you know that's the array. So when it's you store a data to an array, it's store the data following the indexing system. It's the same like, the list, it does the same thing. But it may contain duplicate elements. Here is the, implementing class of the list interface, because list, as I said, it's the interface. It means, the methods comes with a list interface, doesn't have the body. So this is the definition of the interface. It's a special class. I hope that you all know about it. This is the interface is the part of the Java OOPS principles. One of the OOPS principles where in the class, it is a special class, and the methods of that interface doesn't have the body. It's without a body definition, where that's why you need an implementing class where, if you can implement the body of the method that belongs to the list in the interface. So here is the implementing class: ArrarList, LinkedList, vector. Okay, let's see an example. Okay, so let's create a list interface. So I would say example with it could be the any type. Okay, so you can say list, list, and you have to put the variable, like the type of the list, you have to put in angle, which is say string. Okay, so it should be between that string and what's in a variable. Declare a variable list, say equals to. So as I said, your list is an interface. It needs a implementing class. Without implementing class, list interface, any interface cannot work. So what are the implementing class we know? Like ArrarList, LinkedList, we know. Let's create an object of ArrarList. So we're declaring an implementing object like ArrarList. ArrarList list, and also the type should be the same like a string. Okay, it should be in a the angle sign like this. Okay, because of the type of the object, that's the way it's declared. And if you put your data type over here with the list, so you don't need to put it over here. You can put it here, but it's not a mandatory. Okay, so this is the type, and then you made a semicolon. Okay, let's input the packages over your mouse, so that you can see the list is coming from java.util, as I said, and then ArrarList needs to import java.util. So we create a you can see the list interface, declare a list interface, and puts in a variable. It's called list, and then we declare a implementing class, which is a ArrarList. Okay, by the creating of the object of the list, ArrarList or implementing class. Now let's see some of the use case or some of the method that comes with the list interface. So to call any method, now I can use just a list dot. You can see all the methods over here. Okay, so all the method you can see, that comes from the list interface. It's add. So you can add, we can add any element. So it should be, say example, like let's add over here, add, and then we'll add an element with a string type of element. Say example, I'm going to add some fruits like apple. Okay, same way we can add more. It works like a, you can say, array. Okay, the idea is like, through the list, but you can store multiple type of data or same type of data, and it's even a duplicate type of data, and it follows the indexing, it follows the ordering. Okay, so let's add another one. So next, I would say let's add banana. Okay, let me add another fruits. Maybe it's like cherry, or let's add another duplicate vat, so let's apple or banana. Let me put in banana. So if you notice that, I'm adding, so by using an add method, you can add your element or data to this list, this list, okay, up here. And the type is $, since I declared a string, it's a string type. And there is a, you can see I declare a duplicate elements banana. So this is so it's allow the duplicates elements. That's another things, right? Now, if I want to retrieve the data, like from this list, if I want to retrieve the data, like apple, banana, cherry, so I can either access all of them, or even I can access specific one of the element. Let's see that both. So if I say, access element by indexing, by index number, okay, by index number. As I said, it follows the indexing. So it means in 0 index, the first element is apple, that's index number 1 is banana, index 2 is cherry, and then index 3 is in banana again. So if I want to retrieve the data from index example 1, it should return banana. So let's see how we can see sysout. Sysout will say, let me say the element at index 1. So example, I'm just giving this message, and then let's use concatenate, and then how can I retrieve the value from index number 1, index 1. So that time I will use again the list object dot, there is a method, it's called get method. So get method is help us to retrieve the data from your list, okay, or you can say from your array list, okay. And then here is you can say I can use the get method, and you can say integer index number. So I have to pass an argument as index number. Here is, you can put any index numbers from 0 to, as long as you have the element. So if I put 1, it should print me the value is banana. Let's see, save it, let's run it. Java, here the element at index number, you can see element at index number, it's banana, okay, because it's 0 is apple and 1 is banana. So that's a way you can retrieve the data following the index numbers. Since it's a list, allow I store its data following the index number, okay. Next, now if I want to retrieve all the data, all the data from this list, how can I retrieve? To retrieve, okay, retrieve all the data, that time we can use for each loop. It means retrieve, it means we can use loop. So since it's like array, so you know that it's like if you want to retrieve data from array, it's the best option using a loop. So we can use that over here, we can use for each loop. That's easier. So I would say iterating through the list, okay. To do this, as I said, we can use for each loop, and I hope that you already know what is for each loop, how it works. If you don't know, please watch my the for each loop lecture. So it's very simple. You declare, call the list variable over here, whatever your list variable, this is the list variable, and then colon, and then you declare another variable, I would say fruit, and the type should be the same as your your list data type, like a string, right? And then body. So inside a body, I would say sysout system.out.println, and I will pass this fruit variable. So from this list, okay, from this list, I have all this for apple, and each and every apple through this loop, for loop, each and every a fruit will extract following the index number and will in store or will assign to this fruit variable. Every iteration it will extract one value from this list and will assign to this fruit variable, and then it will come to the body. So inside the body I said, okay, print, show me the value of the fruit. So eventually it will get the apple and it will print the apple. Then it will get the banana, it will print the banana because banana is assigning to the fruits variable. So eventually all the elements will retrieve until it has the last element. And the last iteration, it will see there is no more elements in this array, like in this list array, in this variable, it doesn't have any more element, it will be jump out from the loop. Okay, please see my lecture about the for each loop, how it works in details. Okay, so let me run it. Here we go. You can say apple, banana, cherry, and banana. That's coming through the for each loop. Okay, so that's very simple about the list. What is list and how it works. Thank you.